Today we're going to be making my mama's famous seashell macaroni recipe, and this was my favorite food whenever I was a child, which, as my grandma would say, when I was a little boy, this was my favorite food. So what she does is she boils some seashell macaroni, and we'll just pretend, since I didn't have any seashell shaped pasta, we'll pretend that this elbow macaroni is seashell macaroni. You can use whatever shape you like. I just like the seashell brand, or shape, not brand. And so she said what she does, she boils the noodles or the pasta, and then whenever they get done, she doesn't drain the pasta, because she said the pasta water helps kind of thicken it up. And the kind of noodles that we're using today is this brand, Barilla or Berea, however you say it, I don't know. Elbow macaroni. Shoot, I meant to put some salt in here. This is how she does it. She pours a whole bunch of salt into the pasta. And I didn't put near as much as she does. Anyway, let's give that a stir, and then I'm gonna try it for doneness. Okay, I think the pasta's done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna drain the pasta. It's just that I think I have too much water in here. So I'm gonna pour some of the water into this bowl. So I'm definitely not pouring all of it in there. You know, I left some in there, and then like if I feel like it needs to be thinned down some, then I will take more of this pasta water, and that's filtered reverse osmosis water. It's not tap water. I don't want to drink any chlorine. Yuck. Anyway, so what I'm going to do next is add butter to the elbow macaroni. I remember helping my mom with this whenever I was a little boy, and I remember putting extra butter whenever she wasn't looking, because I really liked butter in it, or as Europeans would say, butter. I added extra butter. Okay, so I got the butter in there. Now I'm going to put contadina tomato sauce, which I had left over from making the goulash yesterday. So I don't like it really tomatoey, so I'm just gonna put a little bit in there at a time until it's the right amount for me. So I think really diluted tomato taste is what I like. Okay, and she said also she puts black pepper. Better make sure you know what side do you have open, because you could easily get too much. And then the star of the show is the chili powder. That's the main ingredient, or the most important ingredient. I don't know how much she put in there, but okay, I've been trying to recreate this dish my whole short life, and I never have been able to, but this time I actually called my mama first, and I said, hey, I'm about to make a video on this seashell macaroni to remind myself how to make it. And so she gave me her memory of how to make it first, before I started the video. Oh my goodness, that is so tart. That's not it. What am I gonna do? Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add some more pasta water. I can't believe this. I don't know how to make my favorite food. Then I'm gonna add more butter or butter. What else can I do? This doesn't taste like it at all. Okay, time for another taste test. I'm not putting my mouth on the spoon. I'm just pouring this into my mouth because I'm the only one that's going to eat this. But if there were somebody else going to eat it, I wouldn't want to contaminate the pot by, you know, eating out of it. Okay, so I added more butter, and I'm going to try it again. That does taste better. I think I'm going to add the rest of my butter, since that helped. Then I'm going to heat it back up. Man, I don't even have a drink over here. This sucks. No, not really. I'll get a drink in a minute. Goodness gracious, I go for days without drinking anything. A couple of minutes is not gonna hurt. But yeah, really, I think that's the key, is to have lots of butter. I'm gonna try a little bit more chili powder too, because I remember it being more spicy looking than this. So what she recommended is just to taste it and make it to taste. So that's my plan here. Mm-hmm. Right. I think that's it. It tastes pretty much how I remember. Okay. It doesn't look very spicy, does it? I think I'm still gonna go with more chili powder. And I remember doing this whenever I was a little boy. Like, I added more and more chili powder because I really like chili powder. And whenever I was a little boy, I asked my mom, why does grandma say that she's a little boy when she was a little boy? And she goes, it's a joke. I was like, oh, okay. So ever since then, it's been a joke to me to say, when I was a little boy, I did this and that. But yeah, I think this recipe is perfect now. I love it. I mean, I just taste tested it again. Let's see if you can see it. It looks nice and chili powdery. And yeah, I'm glad I reserved the pasta water because that really helped whenever I put in too much tomato sauce. But isn't this beautiful? And she said that I used to eat it with boiled potatoes in here, and she would boil the potatoes first, and then at the very end she would just stir them in so they wouldn't overcook. But anyway, I'm really happy with this recipe. Thanks to my mama for making this for me. Happy Mother's Day to her and to all mothers. The perfect seashell macaroni with elbow macaroni instead. Absolutely perfect. All right, that's the end of the video.